Hey, it's your man, Wesley A Johnson II. That's right, the second, aka Pastor Wes, aka Wes J. And for those who really know me, simply Dre. Hey, Paul says it this way, that I've become all things to all people that I might win some. Many years ago, as a young man, my father's buddies, some of my father's buddies, gave me a nickname. They called me Johnny Zero. It was supposed to be a reflection of who I was and ultimately what I would amount to. And so if you could imagine, every time I would attempt to share my hopes and my dreams, I would be met with thunderous and humorous reminders of a nickname that I had not approved of, Johnny Zero. Perhaps you can relate. Maybe though you've never been given a nickname that diminishes or denigrates your value. But maybe you know what it feels like to have your hopes, your dreams, and your aspirations dismissed by those closest to you, those whom you love, family, friends, and even schoolmates. In Genesis chapter 37, Joseph has been given a series of dreams and visions. And every time he attempts to share these dreams and visions aloud, he is met with harsh resistance. But here's what I've discovered over the years. There is something divine, something prophetic, something spiritual when we declare aloud what God has shared with us in private about our life and our calling. I believe something resonates in heaven itself when we exercise Christ-like audacity. I've discovered over the years as I've taken this journey to actualize the dreams and the visions that God has given me, that there are some really cool resources out here that helps us process and strategically think through what those visions and dreams are. There's a neat resource called Visioneering that helps us do that. But there are three things I'd like to have us exercise caution over concerning our dreams. Number one, I think we have to be wise about how we, who we, when we, and where we share our dreams. I'll say that again. We have to be wise about how we, who we, when we, and where we share our dreams. In other words, there is something to God's divine timing. But then secondly, we have to ask the question, why are we sharing our dreams? What's the motive? What's the intent? What's the reason? The Bible speaks about the motives and the intent of our hearts. But then thirdly, we have to be aware of dream haters, dream slayers, and dream stealers. We have to be wise enough to know that not everyone is going to support what God is doing and wants to do in our lives. In Philippians 4, Paul says this, that we can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens us. In other words, there is nothing that is impossible for God. Continue to seek after God for his vision for your life and continue to fight for the dream that he's given you. Hey, it's been real. I look forward to connecting with you again. This is your boy, Wes J. I'm out.